Most guys mess it up in the DMs or texts, not because of what they say, but how they say it. But what if you could send one message that almost guarantees a yes to the date? In today's world, texting is the gateway to real-life connection. And when done right, it can make her feel excited, curious, and comfortable enough to say yes before you even ask. But done wrong, you're ghosted, left on red, or forever stuck in the friend zone. This video is your step-by-step playbook. We'll cover the mindset behind attractive texting, how to build momentum through playful and confident messages, and finally, the exact kind of message that smoothly transitions from texting to the actual date. And stay until the end, because the final message template flips her psychology and makes her feel like she's the one inviting herself out. Let's unlock this texting game for good. The golden rule: stop trying to impress, start sparking emotion. Most guys approach texting like it's a job interview. Long texts, over-explaining, trying to prove they're smart or interesting. That's the fastest way to kill attraction. Texting isn't about convincing someone to like you, it's about making them feel something. Emotion always wins over logic. If your messages don't spark curiosity, excitement, or even a playful laugh, she's mentally checking out. Instead of trying to win her over, shift your mindset to, let's see if we vibe. That one switch in energy takes you from needy to high value instantly. Your goal is not to impress, it's to connect. Focus on creating a tone where she feels relaxed, intrigued, and safe. When she smiles at your text or thinks about your message later in the day, you're winning. That emotional spark is what leads to a yes down the line. Set the tone early, playful, confident, and casual. The first few texts are everything. They set the entire tone of the conversation. If you come in dry, generic, or overly formal, you'll either get ghosted or tossed into the boring guy category. Instead, you want to hit her with playful energy. Be light, confident, and a little flirty right from the start. Not arrogant, but intriguing. Avoid the cliché openers like "hey" or "what's up." Instead, try something that gets her attention and makes her want to play along. Texts like, "Okay, serious question. Are you more coffee or chaos in the morning?" Or, "You look like trouble, but the kind I might be okay with," are great because they're fun, unexpected, and make her smile. That's the emotional spark we talked about. Keep the tone casual. Don't interrogate her with life questions. This isn't LinkedIn. Keep it natural, keep it fun, and you'll create a vibe she actually wants to stay in. Build light banter. Keep it fun, flirty, and focused. Once the conversation is rolling, keep the energy upbeat and avoid immediately steering it toward asking for a date. The key here is to create a flow where you both feel like you're enjoying the moment. Light banter builds that natural chemistry. Make fun of yourself a little, tease her in a playful way, and bring humor into everyday things. A great way to banter is to build off what she says. If she tells you she works in marketing, don't just say cool. Say something like, "So you've already analyzed my profile and decided I'm a branding nightmare, huh?" It's confident, it teases her lightly, and it turns a boring fact into something flirtatious. This creates a dynamic where she feels emotionally engaged, not just answering questions. Keep the text short, punchy, and rhythmic. Don't send walls of text. This isn't about storytelling. It's about tossing the ball back and forth, keeping it playful and interesting. Banter is what primes her mind for the idea of meeting up, because it already feels like fun. When the moment comes to make your move, she'll already associate you with that spark. The lead-in, how to transition to the date smoothly. The biggest mistake guys make is going from casual banter to asking for a date out of nowhere. That kind of hard pivot feels jarring and forced. Instead, you need a smooth, natural segue that makes the idea of meeting up feel like the obvious next step in your already enjoyable conversation. If you're talking about food, use it. "Wait, so you're telling me you've never had real ramen?" Okay, we clearly need to fix that. Or if the energy is vibing, "You're way too fun to only talk to through a screen. We should grab a drink and continue this." These lines work because they're casual, playful, and directly connected to what you've been talking about. You're not pitching a date, you're continuing the fun. Avoid robotic lines like "wanna go out." They're vague, flat, and lack emotional connection. The smoother the transition, the easier and more natural that yes will feel. The sample text that works almost every time. There's one text format that converts incredibly well, and here it is. "You're fun. Let's grab a drink and continue this in real life. Thursday or Sunday work better for you." This line hits all the right notes. First, it includes a compliment, but not in a needy way. "Your fun is light and honest." It shows appreciation without putting her on a pedestal. Second, the phrase "let's grab a drink" is confident and clear. It's not a suggestion, it's an invitation. And most importantly, you offer two specific time options, Thursday or Sunday. This removes pressure from her to come up with a day and makes it easier for her to make a decision. It also shows leadership and decisiveness, two qualities women subconsciously look for. This format eliminates decision fatigue and separates you from the endless guys texting, "Wanna hang sometime? Wanna elevate this even more?" Add a casual emoji or a voice note to add tone. Just don't overdo it. Use sparingly, those little touches can make you stand out without trying too hard. This kind of message positions you as someone worth meeting and makes the yes feel effortless. What she feels when you text like this. When you text like this, playful, confident, and easygoing, it activates emotional triggers that most guys completely miss. First, she feels safe. You're not pushing or rushing her into anything. You're creating space for connection, not pressure. Second, she feels intrigued. You're original. You're making her laugh or smile. That's rare. And third, she feels a challenge. You're leading the conversation confidently, not just reacting or playing it safe. This creates contrast. You're not another guy texting wit. You're someone she's actually curious about. When your texts give off this mix of emotional comfort and fun unpredictability, she starts associating your name on her screen with something she wants to experience more of. And when a woman feels something positive, curiosity, laughter, interest, that's when saying yes to a date becomes natural. It doesn't feel like a decision anymore, it just feels like the next exciting step. Here's the final framing hack that flips the entire dynamic. Make the date feel like her idea. Say this: "I have a theory we'd have way more fun in person. Want to test it out?" This message works because it's playful, intriguing, and confident. It doesn't ask for approval. It invites her into an experience. You're not trying to convince her. You're saying, "Let's see if this vibe is real." And that makes her want to find out too. Confidence isn't about being slick. It's about being calm, direct, and just unpredictable enough to be exciting. Like, subscribe, and drop your last successful text in the comments below.